Hello, I'm Flawless Failing and welcome to the Flawless Fellows YouTube channel. This is my brand new video for Tropico 6, which has come out just yesterday on Friday the 27th on console, and I have been waiting literally for so long to play this game because I was an absolutely massive fan of Tropico 5. Arguably one of the wackiest and probably most complicated at the same time, which doesn't feel like they should go together. Kind of building, construction and management simulation game, and I absolutely love myself a building, construction and management simulation game because I'm just that cool. And yes, I do have to fend off large flocks of women every time I say that sentence in public. So my plan is literally just to jump into a sandbox mode, of which you can see the settings on screen, which I've kept relatively kind of middle ground, no advantages, you know, no like things that make it easy, no things that make it hard. I'm just kind of jumping in blind with the standard settings, and I'm going to see how far we get. And it's going to be like my initial reactions and just my thoughts. Let's see what they've changed. So, just to kind of get you up to speed, at this stage all I've been asked to do is I had to design my dictator. So he has gone full mafia look. He's in a full mafia suit, the cigar and beard to try and look nice and intimidating. And then I had to design my palace, which is a new part of the game, which I was really big fan of. So I've got quite a jazzy palace, which is an interesting combination of purple, black and kind of white, which you can see in a minute. But yeah, that's all I've done so far, so I've just customised a few options. And other than that, I have not touched this game. So, if you're new to Tropico, then I hope this video will give you a chance to have a look at it. I think it's an absolutely brilliant game. If you're not new to the Tropico series, then welcome. You're my kind of people. Because I appreciate it's not a particularly big game, but my days, I think it's underrated. So, here's my jazzy palace that I've designed, and you can zoom in a lot more these days. So there you go, purple, black pavement on the top, white. The customized options were actually quite in depth. I put in this garden, you could choose a roof decoration, which I went for a roof garden, the walls, this feature here, the floors, most of it really, and so that's the palace I've gone with. So, let's see what's changed. So yes, if you're new to the game, it's basically just simply running your own island. So there is a campaign and everything, but personally I've always thought the best part of the game is just its sandbox mode. I'm already having problems linking this road neatly, which is going to upset my OCD. Okay, well this is really upsetting. But yes, I've always been just quite into the sandbox mode. Just because it's a bit of fun, but campaign is very good as well. And but I mean, I've played on Tropico 5. I must have played about 500 sandbox modes, just because I just can't get enough of them. Everyone feels different. You can play so many strategies. So if you've not played this game before, I mean, you can run your island like a crazy dictator and basically rule everyone under the power of your physical dominance, or you can play it nice and democratically and be really kind to your people and look after them. It's kind of any way you want. So let's see what I've got. We've got a cattle ranch. Okay, very good. Okay, we have country house, another country house, some shacks, so we already have homeless people, that's a good start. Bunkhouse, assume that's another living state. Teamster's office for transporting your goods around, and a construction office, so pretty much the basics. And the docks, of course. So, we've just got to figure out now what's going on. Raids, that's new, so we'll have to find out what that is. Almanac, don't even know what that means. Era outline. Select El Presidente. Okay, so my president dude's somewhere. Let's see if we can find him. Where is he? God knows. He's hiding from me. Follow. Here we go. Right, I think he's in that building, in which case we can't see him yet. So I can't show you what it looks like. No, you can't look in the building, fair enough. So, let's get going. Freighter, 50. Freighter's bringing people in and money in, and I haven't even done anything yet. That's a good sign. So, what should we build first? Let's have a look at these key fundamentals. Team support, other islands. Alright, okay. So that's, I think, a big selling point of this, the new one is new islands, because originally you only ever could have one. Allows citizen torrents to get into boats. People just want to land it. Can dock at landings. Okay, so we're not interested in that. I think we need our first bit of trade. A plantation. I always used to like these. A rubber plantation. That's a new one. So let's have a look which ones would do well. Corn, coffee, tobacco, cocoa, sugar, pineapple, banana, and corn. So there we go. A corn will fit nicely there. There we go. So that's what we're going to start with. Nothing too complex, a nice corn plantation. We've got shacks popping up left, right and centre. So we clearly need to build some housing already. Let's go with high priority, I mean it's not competing with anything. So here are the upgrades to the building, which aren't going to be available. So if you've not played this before, you basically start in like an early era, so the colonial era, and then as you play, you have to meet objectives to progress to, say, the World War era, then the Cold War era, and then I think the last one is the modern era. And when you get to the modern era, you effectively should have everything you need. Okay, let's just speed the gameplay up.
People have a request. But for safety reasons, it is a secret request.
Right, okay, that makes sense. Only I know what it is, and several dozen loose-lipped freedom fighters and your spies. In fact, you almost certainly knew what we wanted before we did. Well, we shall say no more. Have a pirate cove. Accept demand in time, 179 days. Rewards. I can choose between immigrants, money, and a blueprint. So we're going to accept that. And let's get straight on that for them. A pirate cove, that's new. What do I think I'll be under? Yes. So it looks like there's a lot more buildings than there were on the previous one. Here we go. Right, okay, so I think I saw it. There you go, it's classed as a military building. What does this do? Send pirates on raids to loot resources or people, or on a heist to acquire a landmark. Okay then. Unlocks smugglers' trade routes, decreases crime safety. Oh well. That's gonna need to be near the coast, isn't it? Look at it, it's like a bloody eyesore. Ah, so it's got to be in the water. Okay, that looks quite cool then. Yes, it's going to have to go right next to my dock or a bit further away. I'm going to move it a bit further away so I can hopefully squeeze another dock in. I'm going to go there. Because I'm a bit mad for docks. My style was always kind of very industrial. Pumping out that money. Ah, shit. Right. At least we can learn how to demolish now. Let's do the road the other way there. I'm really OCD with my builds, which can be very annoying sometimes. There we go.
More, Governor, more. Always more. Hop to it. The crown demands.
Oh, don't look at me like that. There's a chap above me who hands the orders down, and I know you're a chap below you. It's the pecking order. Don't make me peck. Build a logging camp. Accept that just for the cash. So I think how it works in the early stage, I'm just going to whiz on the speed of this game so that they build things faster, is in the first bit you're basically working for the crown, and you have to kind of keep the crown happy long enough to keep you in power while simultaneously trying to get your Tropicans to be like, we want to go independent, let's sack off the crown. So it's like a balance of trying to keep the crown happy enough to keep you in, but not so unhappy that you they kick you out, but at the same time you've got to please their opposition.
Viva la revolution!
Vote for a revolution.
Governor Jew, I and the people will turn everything around.
Okay, alright, so we're going to take the revolutionaries because my goal here is to declare independence. So revolutionaries are going to be pro-independence. And that's, look at that, my approval rating just shot from 18 to 31%, which is exactly what we need. So Teamsters, my people responsible for moving stuff around, I'm going to pay them nice and healthy so that they work hard for me. That's how it works. There you go, efficiency goes up to 110% for a $2 pay rise. That's not bad. They're going to move my corn around, hopefully.
Is so rife, Governor, that we have to pay a bribe to find out how much to pay in bribes.
So as you might have gathered already, this game is very tongue-in-cheek, which I always think is quite funny because at the same time, it's very serious. As in the detail you can go to is insane, but it likes to take a few stabs at real-life politics, which I think is quite funny. So let's see. No bribery without clarity, and no corruption without discussion. Build a chapel. Accept. So, I've got to build a chapel, which is there. Oh, and that's positive everywhere, so we're just going to squeeze that in somewhere nice and neat. Now, when you used to put a church down, it used to always make a really nice dinging sound, like a bell, and Flawless Fanatic, my co-channeler, used to always say it sounded like the sound it makes when The Undertaker appears in a WWE ring, so I'm hoping that's still going to be the case. So we're going to have a coastal church. That is facing the wrong way. That's the front. Let's see if when we select it, we're going to get the dong! And then a logging camp to please the crown. So it's going to need to be in the middle of trees, logically, until it's chopped them all down, and then it's useless. Oh gosh, how have I done that? So I'm trying to place it so I don't actually remove any trees. And then some roads to try and make sure that my people can actually get to it. I like the fact they've added like a little grid, so you can actually kind of tell how many spaces there are. I don't think that was an old thing. So let my construction workers crack on for a minute. So what I love about this game is, no matter how much you play it, it just seems impossible, because basically you end up having to please groups of people, and as you get on, the groups get more and more. But what's funny about it is,
Viva la revolution! Together, Governor Jew,
we'll take more immigrants. What's funny about it is every time you please one faction, you tend to piss off another. So, you know, you build, I don't know what they think about it. You build something for the religious, a church.
I must say, I'm glad to be still working with you. Finding good help is so difficult.
Okay, Mr. Poshman. Yeah, you build like an army base for the military, the religious get upset that, you know...
Something does not feel quite right, Governor.
Ah,
I have a
penultimo.
powerful desire to call you Presidente.
There you go. So this is all about getting, what do you call it? Independence, so... Have an average revolutionaries approval, 62 60, so I'm already ticking that one. And have percentage of population supporting revolutionaries, 46 of 60. So that's our goal here. So, I mean, first of all, we're going to need some residential homes, because I am seeing shacks popping up left, right and centre. Low quality residential for 6, low quality for 2. Might as well get a couple of bunkhouses down then. Yeah, if the people can't get in the houses they live, they just pop themselves up some shacks. They don't care. And on with their day they go. So let's give them some homes. Just whiz on the speed so they get popped up really quickly.
So rife, Governor, that we have to pay a bribe to find out how much to pay in bribes.
Right, so they're already repeating themselves.
Penultimo, humbly teach you something.
Guidance task. So Penultimo was always my favourite. He's quite amusing with his little speeches. The answer of jobs in general, all the education requirements. I can do that. Okay, and we can accept that. Build a library. So the library was always how I used to research stuff, so that sounds like a wise idea. And I must say, from my initial kind of starting off, this game is a lot prettier than the original one. Okay, I don't want to smash down all my trees that my logging camp's using, so... right, where do we want a library? Where's a good place to have a library? Is it going to fit there nicely? Perfect! Look at that. Near my mansion, so it looks nice and expensive area to live. My population is soaring. I'm at 91 people already. So, here they all come. The next 11 have arrived. Off they go.
More, Governor, more. Always more. Hop to it. The crown demands.
He's a bit demanding, this kid. Not a fan. Fulfill export trade route with the crown. So trade, let's have a look. Trade route with the crown. Okay, so I can accept one. Source smugglers, the crown, here we go. Destination, the crown. Standard income per unit is 3,800. Route income, so they're offering me more money. So, what is this? Export coffee, but I'm not doing coffee. Do we have a crown one for wood, since that's what you've made me build? We don't. Excellent. So, I don't know what they want me to do. I don't have cotton at the moment. Or coffee. Alright. What's... Yes, I want to sign it. There you go. Right, so I might need to produce some coffee now, because I've just signed a deal to sell some. There is the plantation. It's going to take me a while to figure my way around these. Plantation. There we go. Coffee. We're all already expanding. Probably gonna have to build a road through that person's shack, sorry. Right. Well, I feel like it's going well so far. I've not burnt anything down, which is a literal possibility. When you're looking at the Presidente's skills, there is a skill called Pyromaniac, and it basically means if your President visits a building, it has a 5% chance to spontaneously combust. And that was all it did. It was just... that was its only effect. I don't know why you would choose it, but... that just sums up the sense of humour of this game.
Viva la revolution! Together, Governor Ju, I, and the...
More revolutionaries. I am pushing hard for this independence. How many shacks we've got? We've still got a lot of shacks. Looks like we need more homes. Man, it's like impossible to keep up on the things you're required to do on this. It's good and bad for the same reason. It's what makes the game interesting, but it can also make it quite a challenge. Where to put the houses? We'll put some houses in near the old coffee plantation for those local employees. Can walk to work hopefully from there. In saying that, I know people who live close to their work who probably don't walk, so... so let's have a look. Overlays. Gosh, right, so... where's our pollution of the island? Electricity? None. That makes sense. Crime, liberty, fun coverage, an important one. Faith, which is good because we have a church. Healthcare, none. Food, good. Fun, quality. Faith, quality. I like this, that's per building now. Military strength, very weak. So everyone's in work. Good. I think that trade route's complete.
Governor, the people have a request. But for safety reasons, it is a secret request.
Okay, so they want me to produce some fish.
I must say I'm glad to be still working with you. Finding good help is so...
I'll take the 18 months for now. I don't want to rush too much into the next period because I'll get caught out otherwise. A wharf, that was it, a fishing wharf. That's another form of income. There we go, fisherman's wharf. It's not liking it. It must be placed on a beach reaching into water. I've got it the wrong way around, have I now? I mean, that feels like a beach reaching into the water. Not connected to road. I mean, I feel like that is on a beach reaching into water. That feels silly. Nope. It's not having it. Oh, there's a fishing spot. Aha! Perfect. Try not to go too far away with it. I'm going to be trying to be clever about this road here because I don't want to interfere with my logging camp, but at the same time... oh gosh, how have I done that again? At the same time, while I don't want to interfere with my logging camp, I don't want only one road to get everywhere because otherwise that kind of screws your traffic later on. That's what I mean, you have to even think about traffic routes, which is ridiculous. Got that palace. I'm a fan of my palace, I have to say. It's a very classy looking building. Oh, houses are different colours. Should we have a look at some of my citizens? Francisco Lamero. Of course, you can bribe, kill, arrange accident. Well, that seems suspicious. I'm sure we all know what that means. Arrest, institutionalise. So he's poor, he's an adult, 28, that's good, I would hope so if he's working at a plantation. What's he buzzing about? He's not having any fun. Jesus Christ, he's miserable. But he generally is quite happy. Which is good. And then what's his thoughts? Good times. I can't believe it, the system works. Good. A good quality plastic age, yep.
It's nice to have choices, isn't it? Choices like continue as governor or begin a new career in manual labor.
Ooh, he's getting sassy, you see. He doesn't know I intend to bin him off. Fulfill trade with the crown again. I'm just giving you one. God. So I think the green arrow is an import and the red arrow means it's an export. So I can't get rid of gold. Logs. Perfect. Oh, that's import. Bloody hell. All your export routes I don't have. That's just stupid. Am I going to have to import something? It seems silly to import. Oh, well, we're going to sack them off. Until they offer me a better trade route. Jesus. Raids. Raid points production. Nil. Okay, so we can't do whatever that is yet. Oh, select a mission. Loot bananas, hides and iron. Good. Loot coconut, sugar and wool, coffee, corn and gore. Rescue any. Pirates will find castaways. Fair enough, so just find castaways. Pirates will find castaways to focus on their expectations. Okay, so if they're not smart enough, they're just going to leave them to die. Savage. At the end of the game, one of the following available blueprint tool. Heist Stonehenge. Right, I can steal Stonehenge. Of course. Oh, and Brandenburg Gate as well. Right, for now, I think we're going to loot bananas, hides and iron. So that takes 6 months. Man, there seems like a lot to this. Research. Advanced boat services. Right. Advanced increases the upkeep by 50%. Why would I want to increase the... Oh, but they're 5% faster, okay. Increase the immigration rate by 50. It's really increased by 300%, great, so... We're more likely to take on a crime lord. Children are not accounted for when determining the economic wealth of a family. Well, I would hope not. Pay a fee of $1. Decreases the efficiency. But, okay, well that seems odd. Employees of mines and industrial buildings work double shifts as long as the C2 is active. Great. Citizens pay no rent. Oh, okay. Library work modes. I've queued that. I don't even know what it is. Okay. So why are you not producing fish? You've got employees, so there's no reason you shouldn't, really. Ah, so work modes is a new thing. So you can actually choose the style of the way the property, the building works. That's quite cool. Every fisher produces 2.25 units fresh for every 3 units taken from the fishing. Oh gosh. Yeah. This is getting seriously detailed. I can start working out my actual fish analysis. Something I've always wanted. Okay, almanac. This is my interesting facts. Homeless citizens 11, unemployed 11. I wonder if that's a coincidence. Balance last 12 months. Swiss bank account, yep, my favourite part of this game. Just in case you want to play really corruptly and just siphon loads of your money out for your own personal benefit, then you can do that.
I should arrest Penultimo just to see the expression on
Here he is. Here's our Presidente. Wrap your eyes around him. In his mafia suit. He's a fast walker. Activity leisure. He's on his way to the chapel. He's making the rounds. I respect that. He's doing his job.
Viva la revolution! Together, Governor Ju I at.
Give me more revolutionaries. We're nearly at that 60 target, and then we can declare my independence. Something I've always strived to do in my personal life as well. So let's have a look. Oh, we've got a new task. What's going on then? Let's have a look. Task management.
The people of Tropico love you almost as much as I do.
There you go. We can declare independence.
Such exquisite taste.
We do not understand why we still take orders from the crown when we have the best possible leader. Oh, stop it, guys. And on a completely unrelated note, I was idly scribbling with my quill and I found I have inadvertently drafted this declaration. Right, it's accidentally written a declaration. I prepare for war. Right, we'll pay the crown because I have no military function, but we're going to go independent, guys. Here we go. Teach something. Right, well, let's abandon this for now.
Excellent. I knew you had a good head on your shoulders, and would want to keep it there.
Sometimes I wish I would have the military to deal with these, because what a prick. I'll take this money to the treasury, and there's another of our backwaters. Haha. Toodle pip.
My heart swells with joy as I
There
greet
we
my
go.
fearless leader for the first time.
And we're already into
as
the next
Presidente.
era, World War. So I think that's a perfect place to end the first video. We will do a part 2. We're going to keep going on the Sandbox mode until I either run the economy into the ground or my people revolt and kick me out of the island, which one of those two will probably occur at some point. Thank you very much for watching. I hope you enjoyed the video. If you have any ideas of some series you'd like me to do for this game, I've got a couple of ideas. I'm going to try and run an island on the hardest settings there are, see how long I can last. I'm going to try and run an island whilst only favouring one faction, some funky things like this, or just some strange settings. But if you have any ideas, drop them in the comments. If you enjoyed what you watched, please like the video, and if you're not already, subscribe to the channel, and I will see you in part 2. Thanks for watching. Goodbye.
Round 1.